Good evening. A Lloydminster man is in police custody facing several drug charges after a traffic stop in our city on Tuesday. Now, police seized a large quantity of cocaine, crack cocaine, cannabis, marijuana, crystal meth, and prescription pills. Now, their street value is worth an estimated $75,000. Also seized was a firearm, ammunition, and a large sum of money. Chad Thorne is facing several charges, including possession for the purpose of trafficking and unauthorized possession of a firearm. The 24-year-old is scheduled to appear in Lloydminster, Alberta court on September 10th. Well, not only is the road itself undergoing a makeover, but the grassy area along the side of College Drive is also in for an upgrade. Now, this morning, the city announced it's matching a $25,000 grant it received to beautify one of the border city's main arteries. Kim Smith explains.
The city is solidifying its plan to enhance the green space along College Drive. Crews will be planting 40 trees and about 100 shrubs in 3 new beds.
This is a well-traveled arterial road, College Drive, and a lot of people travel it every day. So it not only beautifies it, but it accomplishes other things, like it's more of a sound barrier, and it suppresses some of the traffic noise.
The founding president of Communities in Bloom says Lloydminster was chosen as one of 30 communities out of 115 to receive a grant from CN Rail's Eco Connections program.
Chosen, yes, because of what the project would look like as we see it, as we're going to see it, but also very importantly on the fact of involving to the community of artists.
The city is partnering with local artists from the Potters Guild, Jewelry Guild, and the Root Group. They've agreed to do the weeding around the future trees for at least 3 years.
To ensure that the trees that we planted today, or that are going to be planted, will still be here for generations, which is the whole intent of the program.
The total cost for this phase of the beautification project will cost more than $51,000. Tree planting is underway and will take about 4 weeks to complete. Kim Smith, Newcap News.
2 new group homes for people with intellectual disabilities are now open in North Battleford. The homes will provide services for 11 individuals. The Saskatchewan Ministry of Social Services provided $550,000 in capital funding for the construction and more than $860,000 to cover operating costs for this year. Now, Battleford's residential services will operate the homes. It's Canada's most fatal women's cancer and is often overlooked and underdiagnosed. More than 17,000 Canadian women are living with the disease that whispers. Now, September is Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, and in this week's Healthy Living, Anna Stanislaw meets a survivor who hopes to continue spreading awareness of this cancer and what symptoms to watch out for.
I fit none of the criteria of who should get ovarian cancer.
Cheyenne Rivette was only 35 years old when she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 2008. News hard to grasp as it's most common in women over 50.
We have 6 kids altogether, so it was a very tumultuous time, very busy already, and then to have that on top of it was really overwhelming.
It took 4 months for Cheyenne to be properly diagnosed, going through 2 surgeries involving a full hysterectomy and 8 chemotherapy treatments.
I lost all my hair, so that was more the traumatic part of the first few treatments. Then in the middle ones, you just get more and more tired, more nauseous, more puffy, more not feeling good.
The symptoms of ovarian cancer are very subtle and similar to women's monthly cycles. Some of the signs can range from cramping of the abdomen, heaviness in the pelvic region, fatigue, change in bowel habits, to menstrual irregularities. It's advised to see your family doctor if you experience one or more of these signs for longer than 3 weeks.
Ovarian cancer is not common in young women by any means. So just being aware of it, basically, is what I'd say to all women of all ages.
The help and support of her family, friends, and community helped her pull through.
Their smiles, my husband just saying, you know, giving me, what do you need? Friends just stopping in. Those moments for sure were what would pick me up and take me away from what I was feeling at that time.
Cheyenne became a volunteer with Ovarian Cancer Canada as she felt uninformed and lost. She urges women to be their own advocate and educate themselves about the disease.
Stay positive, stay hopeful, believe in your treatment, trust in in what's being done for you, and just never give up faith that you're going to get through it.
Anna Stanislaw, Newcap News.
All right, let's turn our attention to egg now. It's harvest time, and despite being a bit behind heading into the season, the warm weather we've been seeing of late is allowing Alberta farmers to get caught up. In this week's Egg Report, Kyle Galvert visits a farm near Dewberry to see how local producers are doing.
Harvest operations are underway in all regions of Alberta, but only 10% of crops are in the swath and 4.5% are combined.
We're roughly probably 2 weeks behind, I would say, especially on the peas. With this warm weather here, things are catching up pretty good.
Along with peas, the farm Randy Bardol works on also deals with canola, wheat, and barley. But as of right now, all eyes are on the vegetable.
Right now we're just doing peas and we're swathing them, as you can see, and we're ahead of the combine, and combine picking them up. Hopefully don't get too windy.
From what we're hearing from local producers, early indications are that it's going to be a very strong harvest.
Quality looks good, yes, and quantity average plus, so it's a good year.
Producers are spending as much time as possible in the field, and Bardol says the only thing else they can do is hope Mother Nature cooperates.
Weather-wise is the big thing, and it seems to be helping us out now. Is good weather will speed things up.
Kyle Galver, Newcap News.